From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And we both know there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Second down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Williams. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You look at this Bears defense. They've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
They'll run for it with Achane. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pop, Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down, but we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running left is Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Dolphins' 33-yard line.
To throw, Williams. Pass caught by Burden. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught left side, Burden. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, The road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Dragon 60.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this. Game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got it with the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 56 yards. And the Dolphins take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open day on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking. Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Santos with the extra point. And we are tied at 14.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Bronco 80. 19 tight. 19 Stephanie. 19 Lions. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
79 Broncos. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. 18. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. You look at this Bears defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Out of the gun now on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now HN on first and 10. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The Dolphins at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Here we go on second and 12. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
80 Cardinal, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.A. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. First mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And they'll get him down past the 15. The The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
To the 22-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They run once more with Edwards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To the air, Williams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go. 67 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Now back to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. Loose inside the 30. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. Looking to throw is Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Here's Williams. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Jalen Waddle, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Raise it up.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, it's still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Takes it to about the 37.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Williams. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Again, it's Edwards.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Stack.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They run out the gun with Swift. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bears
Up the middle, it's Edwards. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
at the 20-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Come on. Eagles.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7.
Bronco 80. Trap 60. Trap 60. 79 Bronco. Panther 11. Cup 19. Cup.
They'll drop the throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Cowboy 80.
They'll set up a throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get. A new set of downs.
Well, and his offense was staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
60 Maverick, 60 Bobcat, 60.
Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete.
The rookie from Oregon on target with that one. It leads to a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 4. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Sanders now to kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
That's good for the Bears. First down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now a handoff, Edwards. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Two. 60, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready,
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The 20, 5, and he will take